tell my mom about this one. I was like, you want to buy me a Santa for Christmas?
Hi, a happy hoarder here, and welcome to Queens of Christmas Holiday Decor Club, presenting the 12 Days of Christmas Countdown Decor Ideas for 2021. I want to thank our lovely host, Lady Allie of Glam Elegant Living, and her wonderful co-host. Please check out the links to their channels and their videos in the playlist in the description below.
Now this is by GANN, and I love her Santas, and I have a really big collection. I have 2 of her originals that I bought off eBay because someone didn't know what they were, but I did. And talking about having a heart attack, I'm just like, oh, give me that Santa. Could not wait for that, you know, auction to end and things like that. Yeah, this is a regular box. I don't know why they wrapped it in brown paper. It's like, that would have been bad if it got ripped off and then there would be no, it's a weird size box too. There would be no record of who it belonged to. So yeah, they took 2 boxes and pieced them together, which is nice to give me a couple of boxes for shipping. That's a whole nother story. I am so behind on my eBay listings. It's terrible. Yeah, so they, well, maybe not, because this looks like it's been kind of rigged up a little bit. So let's see what I got. So when I saw this Santa, I know I didn't have him. I recognized I did not have him. That's pretty bad, isn't it? So then I just said, oh, I'll just start checking him out a little bit more. And I was like, okay, I don't see a House of Hatton sticker. I mean, a tag. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying right now. So I don't have a House of Hatton. I did not see the House of Hatton tag on him. And what that could mean is I just didn't see it, or it was, he could be original. He looks good. Whatever he is, he does look really, really good. And I'm trying to be really careful opening because he's right there in the box. And I just got so excited when I saw him, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have him. And by the way, the other one that's coming in is another House of Hatton. It is a House of Hatton though. Santa by GANN. It's really cute. And, wow, suspense is killing me. I can't get it out. Okay, wrapped very well, by the way. That is a weird box, but should be a doll in that. Okay, lots more tissue, paper. He's so little. Oh, he is wrapped up so well. I should have done this better. By the way, you're going to see a lot more of this dress. Oh my goodness. So I got this gray just dress. It's like a big t-shirt dress. Thrifted, of course, because it's where I shop. And the vest. But I just love it. It's like wearing pajamas all day that I'm kind of concerned I might be actually wearing pajamas all day. This may be a gown. I don't think it is. I think it's I've seen dresses like this that people are actually wearing out in public. Okay, you want to wrap that stuff out. I know. It's just so much tape. So much tape. One thing, I don't know, her boots look about, they do a really good job of doing the reproductions of her, but there's just something, I don't know, you'll just know when you see them that they're whether they're real. Oh my gosh, his face is amazing. His face is really amazing. So this right here is my clue, and I'm saying this because it is, it feels like an actual tin. It's dented. And she will put these vintage things on there. And it's a snow. What? Give me that. All right, so like, and this is a real Christmas ball. And it's like, yeah, it's gross. I put everything in my mouth. I know it's gross. So, he's got a bunch of weird stuff on him. But, oh my goodness, the details of these little toys. But she makes like her own toy. Okay, so once again, I'm not seeing a House of Hatton. Oh my gosh, y'all. He is, he's a real quilt. That's the real deal. Yeah, I am pretty sure he's original. He is one of her real babies. Now, one thing I was trying to see, she will have a tag that has her with them, and it does not have her tag, and it's the sweetest. Oh, you know what? There's a tag missing. Something's missing right here. But she had a tag that has her as a little girl sitting in Santa's lap, and it's just the sweetest thing. You know, these things that he has on. He's got a lot going on, which kind of makes me think, I don't know. He's just, look at that face. So I'd have to show you another one to compare all the details in this face. But even everything, now you're looking at his beard going, he looks like, well, he's a hot mess. And that's the other thing, this material that he looks kind of cross-eyed. Say you a little bit cross-eyed. The material that she uses for her beards is a little different than what they use at, wow, I am just like, I think you're the real deal, man. And what they use at House of Hatton. And this is silkier. Oh, that's it right there. That's real fur. Okay, so this is a real one. Now, I paid some money for it. I don't know. I don't want to hurt the person's feelings because I didn't know what they had. Yeah, I paid $80 for it, and that's pretty good. Good price. Because of his size. That's a lot of money, but he would probably sell for, you know, like 180, maybe more, because everything she puts on, like, this is a real old belt. This is like real fur. This is a real quilt. And then the snuff. Why do you have Scotch snuff on your, that's hilarious. But, and the ornaments, she paints all these sweet little ornaments herself and makes all this stuff. And then little, oh, didn't mean to kick my thing there. The little mittens, which is another thing. I don't think I've seen one with mittens. Have I seen? I just realized what came off of that. The ball that's in my hand. That was hanging on this string right here. Oh, he's got this football hanging on him. Why do you have a football hanging on you? That is crazy. And then she puts all these little cutie things like this. She's got this little rosette. It's like part of a tassel. And she just says the weirdest stuff to it like that. And it just comes together. He has got clothes under his clothes. So he's got a brown velvet like pants down here. Well, another skirt kind of thing. His leg is loose. Is it loose? No, it's in there pretty good actually. It's just got a little space. And just, yeah, she just uses like, this was like, oh, you know what this was? You know what this was? This was the sleeve to something. And she just used it for the body, which she does. That's another thing. And so as the companies that have carried her designs, which are House of Hatton and Raz and Reagan House, you'll see, you know, they do a pretty good job of matching her work. And that's why they're so collectible. And you'll see them a little bit pricier because of that. And that's why I try to say, please give me what I can afford. And they pop up every now and then. And this is typically what I pay for one that is a reproduction. Yeah, so to get this is a good deal. He is so sweet. And I gotta tie that on. Yes, I'm just gonna have to sit here and play with him for a minute. Sorry, I'm not sharing him, but he definitely needs zhuzhing up. So he's got like a white. What is this? It's not ermine. Is it like a big fluffy rabbit? I don't know. It's so soft like rabbit, but then it's got a little bit of minky to it, like a white mink. But it's got a lot, I think it is white mink actually. And then she puts these pretty leaves. Now I love this look so much that I started like saving holly leaves and things like that to put on Santas that I'm going to be making. Cause I think they look so cool. But this coat, y'all, I even started like old quilts and things. As much as I love to do faces and sculpt faces, I kind of got out of that. I tried sculpting faces and I did not like the materials or their longevity. You just can't find a good craft product that's going to have a good long life. And so I was kind of scared to use it. And I kind of got out of doing the sculpting. And then I had some other Santas that I made that they're glue yellowed. And so I really got away from doing all that kind of stuff. And now I'm more into doing... I like to repurpose old ones. It's just more fun. Because you feel so bad for them. Because they're so generic. And it's just fun. I like to do it. So that's going to see a lot of my... I'm going to be taking just plain old porcelain Santas and really making them awesome. Not as awesome as you. You're really, really awesome. But she's got these sweet little photos on here. I mean, they're not real photos. They're just images, you know. And of like children. They're so cute. I don't know what that's about, but she always does that. I've seen that on some of her other things as well. Crayola. Now, so what she'll do is take, let's see if I can get a close-up of that. Can you see the little Crayola box right here? So she'll take a wooden piece of wood, and this almost like a domino, like half a domino size, I guess. A little bit bigger than a domino, but the width of one, you can tell. And then she'll like print up small images like this to go on there, and then her little pictures of the kids. Oh my gosh. And they're on both sides, same kids. Hang on. It's like, yeah, these vintage photos, it shrinks them down, and then the little kids all getting in line here. Now this bear, the funny thing about this brown bear that's in her shirt, I mean, what am I talking? Jerry, get your words right. In his belt, I have some of these bears, and they were sold like at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or some kind of craft store. And then this little girl in the pink, she's just so cute. So what she does is, you can tell she's kind of, what is that? She sculpts some faces and things. Oh, that's his fur. What is it made of? Fur coat's kind of weird on this little guy. He's a little Santa-looking guy. But she'll take like a broken doll or whatever, and she'll cast its face, and then she'll use that face to make her own dolls. But anyway, so Dee, you're a very talented artist, and I really love your work, and she is still working. And GANN Santas, I think, .com. I will put that link in the description. Y'all need to check her out. She does have an open house every year in October, so it's already happened. Why are you glued behind the doll's head? That's terrible. What are we going to do? And we're getting back to just doing repairs on Santas. Yeah, I don't know where to get this particular hair that she uses. It feels like maybe a goat hair. Oh, it's goat hair, I'm pretty sure, but it's not Tibetan. It looks like Tibetan because it's curlier, but it's a little bit coarser. I mean, I could work in some Tibetan lamb hair if I needed to fill in, you know, because they do get paid. Bugs like them. She glues hers on in patches, so this happens a lot. It just starts to come out. That is one of the things I wish she did a little bit better quality on her beards. No offense, but yeah. She just glues them in big patches of hair, and what happens with that versus just using the Tibetan lamb hair and things like that is that now Tibetan lamb hair, it'll shed as well. This pretty much falls out when you start messing with it. And you kind of have to mess with it. That's the sad thing. Because it just, I don't like that piece. I have to fix you. I'm going to zhuzh you a little bit and get you pretty. Because you got to get your picture taken. Oh, and her heads. That's the other thing. And when I want to get mine, like from, you know, wherever I got the, you know, House of Hatton and things like that, I always turn their heads. I don't leave them, like, straight up. Because she always tilts her little head. So cute. And it's just sweet. And she sculpts all these little faces. Now, I don't know if she sculpts them all. I'm going to kind of pull your head up because I'm pretty sure you are a little bit shoved down in there from being in the box. Here, stand up, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to be afraid. You can handle them and do this kind of stuff with them because you want them to be their prettiest. And it takes a little bit of combing and getting the little debris out of your hair. So I'm looking forward to getting my good ones out. Well, getting them all out, but showing you just the difference because there is a little bit of difference. Well, there's much more detail on hers than there are on the ones that the companies make. But they're all just a lot of fun. So if you're looking for something fun to collect, I hate to tell you to just look for GANN Santas because then you'll be buying them. I'll be competing with you, and that makes no sense. Why am I telling you this? Because you're just going to use it against me. But I want you to have them because I love them, and I know you will too. And I don't need every single one of them. Right? Is that, yeah. I will tell you a really sad story. And once again, I had no money. Of course, this happens when you have no money. And someone was selling their collection, and they were $100 a piece. Like, that was the opening bid, and nobody bid on them. Oh, like 5 of them. But I didn't like all 5. I only liked a couple of them, but I couldn't afford it at that time. Just, like, going on in my life. Didn't have the cash. Had kids. Kids come first, right? And, yeah, so, oh, my goodness. If I'd known they were going to be that hard to find later, I wish I'd gotten them. Because it is hard to find the originals. So, anyway, that's my story for now. I am, like I said, encourage you to join in the No Shop November because it's just a good way in my situation of stopping buying stuff and just kind of focusing on more than on decorating and on, you know, preparing for the holidays and making plans and going and seeing friends versus shopping and then having stuff you got to deal with when you get home. Does that make sense? Yeah, because I'm a hoarder and I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that stuff. But anyway, so stay tuned for the photos that once I've got them kind of set up. This is not the setup, obviously. They'll look much nicer at Christmas with all the other stuff out, but I do want you to see a little bit better what they look like. But thanks so much.
Thanks for watching, and please be sure to check out the other videos in the playlist in the description below. And please hit that like button and hit that notification button because sometimes I make pretty good videos. Bye!